Attention Nets fans. There are limited tickets still available for future home games. To grab yours, just stop by the ticket booth or visit our website. Nets fans, we still have limited tickets available for your Nets home games this coming season. See the ticket booth for more information. A reminder that you can still join us for any upcoming Nets home games. Order your tickets online or at the ticket booth. But don't forget to come to the game for Saturday today. What better way to pass the game than pictures of your favorite mascot, up to the night, and the Brooklyn Nets.
Coming up next, the Nets take it on the Bulls. The first third of an NBA season, Grant, it sort of sets the foundation for the year's power structure.
Oh, that's so true, B.A. We start to see which teams are elite, who's running the show, and we find out who needs to think about making some changes.
And the starting group for Chicago. Giddey is the one, with White by his side at the two. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in at the three. And here are the Bulls now, following the three by Brooklyn.
Yeah, look at Giddey stealing the spotlight. What a jam.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
They were blown out by this squad last time. Could not stop the bench from scoring. That was the difference.
Jack's up a three. Wolf, good. Wolf's got six.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Buzelis. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. And it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads. At point-blank range, oh, yeah, you're not missing from there.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside White. Pass to Buzelis. Chicago passing it around. Now Vucevic. Will it go? Some solid defense from Claxton.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Wolf, good.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Dosunmu. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Now here's MP. He had 22 in the win against New Orleans.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
Dosunmu, the pass to Giddey. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Rejected by Claxton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. White looking it over. 5 to shoot. Nice shot from the wing.
This is why you gotta D White up. Kobe can torch you with his jumper.
Claxton passes to Wolf. Here's MP. Uses the glass on the layup.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Buzelis. Dosunmu outside. Now here's Giddey. And he jams it home with authority.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's MP. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Pass to Wolf. Lets the three fly. Here's Claxton. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Giddey finds Vucevic over to the left wing. Outside Giddey. And here's White. Launches it. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside. MP, the pass to Thomas. And here's MP from outside. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Giddey with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Now here's Dosunmu. It's a 14-point game. Pass to White. Fires the three. Sends it home from three-point land. White's got his second bucket on the night.
Strong response. When you make one on White's team, oh, he's coming right back at you now.
Back to MP. Here's Claxton. Here's MP. Giddey defends. MP, the pass to Wolf. All sorts of time. Chicago with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Yeah, something Giddey has always done well is share the ball. Tough to miss that wide open man.
Back to MP. Pass to Wolf. Now MP. Giddey defends. MP scanning the floor. From downtown, he's off on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Look at Chicago going with a whole new group out there. Nets leading by 5. And one thing that's fun to watch, when Josh Giddey grabs a defensive rebound and goes coast to coast, RJ.
Yeah, that's when he is at his best. Ball is in his hand. Out in space, playing with speed.
And so in the game for the Bulls, Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. Buzelis out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 slot. Giddey passes to Dosunmu. Now here's Vucevic. And it's all from three-point range. And here's MP from outside. He buries it from 3. MP's got 10 points.
I just love the ball movement.
The Bulls trail by 10. Outside White. They need this. And the shot goes. White's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
When White puts the ball on the floor, he often goes to that floater.
Here's MP. MP, the flush.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Outside White. Knocks down the long J. White's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's a pretty reliable three-point producer. White knows what his job is.
Here's MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
29 seconds left to play in the half. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thomas against White. He takes it in. Three-pointer, Buzelis. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
And here's MP to the middle. And Claxton throws it down.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
MP getting it done for Brooklyn. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey, folks, as we get going.
Space is harder to come out with Porter Jr. out. Defenses can sync up big and clog up the paint. He's the kind of guy you can definitely.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Chicago Bulls. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
We've got Zaire Williams, Cam Thomas out there with MP. Then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Wolf in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. We're seeing more and more teams playing 5 out now, RJ, with big men who can shoot from 3. Is that where the game's headed?
Those players are still hard to find, but I think more 7-footers will look to develop their long-distance shooting. It's becoming the new norm.
Bulls trail by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it.
Ooh, fancy jam by MP.
What did he just do? MP showing some insane athleticism.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Pass to Buzelis. And there's the screen. 4-3. Another 3 for Chicago.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Here's Wolf. Outside, Williams. MP, the pass to Claxton. And the bucket is good. And it's 8 points here for Nick Claxton.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Pass to Vucevic. Fader on the way. Brooklyn pulls it in. Williams has got 4 rebounds now. Well, the Bulls traded away DeRozan, Levine, Caruso. But Grant, despite all that, they finished with an identical record last season.
They did. I mean, they finished the season strong, 17-10 after the All-Star break. Their young backcourt of Gideon White showing some real promise.
From 6 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Vucevic has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Too easy for Vucevic. He feeds from these interior spots.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. They stalled a little bit, looking to get something started and make a move up the ladder.
Seeing where the Nets are, they've played with a lot of effort over this last stretch. Sometimes that's the only edge you need to beat teams that are similar in talent. They're the class of their division right now.
Rejected by Claxton.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
MP against Giddey. MP, the pass to Claxton. And here's MP. The three. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
The jump hook. Claxton with a rebound.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
The Bulls trail by 6. Dosunmu on the wing. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, great find by Giddey. A tall guard who sees the floor so well.
MP no good.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Rejected by Claxton. MP, the pass to Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 5.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Bulls also making a change. Jones, he's checked in for Giddey. It's stolen by MP. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And I like how MP made the pass connecting with his teammate.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. 8-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. Vucevic, screen on Johnson. 6 to shoot. Back to Jones. Launches it from deep. The putback doesn't go for him.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Clowney's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Dosunmu outside. Pass to Smith. Chicago passing it around. Johnson against White. The shot that time not on target. Johnson with the defensive effort. MP goes straight to the rim.
2 physical points from MP, and you know he'll continue developing his strength.
Now White. He's got 13. Sinks it from distance. 16 points for him.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Jones, the pass to White. Dosunmu, right side. To the inside. Jones. He gets it in there.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Here's MP. Work in the interior. MP.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Here's White. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Brooklyn. They have a nice 9-point cushion. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up.
It's not going to be easy. We got to stay.
He's deciding to change it up. MP finds Claxton. Outside, Williams. Back to MP. Fires the 3. And Williams with the basket on the assist by MP. And the Nets lead by 13. On the court for the Bulls. Giddey is the 1 with White by his side at the 2. Dosunmu is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. It's money from deep.
I think it's great to see that kind of confidence in a young guy like Buzelis.
Nets leading by 10. Screen by MP. Here's Wolf. Here's MP. He knocks down the jumper.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Giddey with a screen on Williams. Now Vucevic. He gets it to go.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Out of bounds, it'll be Bulls ball. And it's Giddey off the drive. Lays it in easily.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Crash it in.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now Vucevic banks it home. Big shot.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
MP fires. Oh, MP from way out there.
Now that's some serious range from MP.
Giddey against MP. Vucevic in the post. Oh, Claxton with a rebound. Nets leading by 11.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Nets.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Thomas. Ooh, the three doesn't go. And it's Giddey with the ball for the Bulls. They trail by 9. Kobe White. Oh, off target from downtown. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's MP. Shot clock at 6. The free ball is down.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quinton.
Big win for you guys, MP. We know when your team turns.
Could have had more.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much.